Okay, howdy folks, welcome back. So here we are at 12:22:22, and I got the loop playing. You can see we've had a CME come out right down here, and not a big explosion, not much activity, but this one little CME, there's an object captured right there in it. And we're going to try to go over to the red side tonight because it casts a shadow right here. When it comes out, it casts this shadow like a wake of when plasma is going around it. So we're going to cover that here as we let this kind of loop play for a minute there. And if you didn't see last night's report, we reported on the UFO that was seen approaching the sun, went right up, did a U-turn, and flew off in a different direction. So if you haven't seen that, I did a report on that showing a few extra frames that other people missed, a close-up of this UFO, so you could see it. But here we are at this event, and what we're going to do is we're going to freeze frame it, the opening frame. And here we are. Let's back up just a tad bit. Yep, opening frame right there. Yes, this is live. Welcome, Tracy. Okay, so here we are, opening frame 024. Let me scoot this down a little bit here. And here over on this side, you can see our CME is underway. Here's our instrument reacting to it. It's this little glowing spike right over on this side. And as we go through these frames, it'll start to emerge. Then, as it progresses here, you can see our instrument reacting. There seems to be something way down here. It's really faint, but our main object is right here. And as it comes out, we're going to zoom in on this now. And just real quick before we do, if you can look over here, you can see here's our black object, and it's casting this shadow. And we'll zoom in on that later, but right now let's kind of while we're on this side, let's zoom in. Here's our object. Here's the instrument reacting to its little magnetic field as it leaves here. And then we'll go through this. Move this thing out of the way. Okay, as we go through this, you can see, ooh, there's a good shot. Right here is our round black object right here. And here's the instrument reacting to the little plasma that's out in front of it. It also has plasma dammed up behind it, and there's plasma going out past it faster than it's going out. And it's leaving a shadow, which I'll show you on the red side. Okay, so there's that object. We'll back it up a little bit. There's a good shot of it right there. Nice round, perfectly round object. Okay, back it up a little bit to where it first comes out, right about there. Okay, and then forward one more time. Okay, so that's our object. Now, what I want to do is go over here and try this on the red side. It doesn't work too well, so please bear with me as we try to do this. And I'm going to back up to the scene right here. And then we're going to zoom in. Oops, nope. Scooch it over more. Okay, there's a good shot of it right there. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt the screen a little bit and make it darker so you guys can see this long shadow right here that I'm talking about. Our object's right up here at the top of the shadow, and plasma is streaking around it and going past it right here. And this is like a wake coming off of this object, and it's leaving this darker shadow type where the plasma stream is missing. Okay, then we'll back this up a little bit more if we can here. Back that up so you guys can see the shadow effect as it comes out. Okay. Maybe double down just a tad bit right there. Oops. Oh no, now I've done it. On my magnifier. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's try this one more time. Go over here. There we go. All right, so right here is our object again. Thank you for hanging in there for a second. I had to re-find it. Pull this down a little bit. There we go. Now you can make out, here's this plasma going around it right here. Here's our round object, and now it's taken, a little alternative route around this object as it's coming out. Okay, so it was captured on the red side as well. Even here, you can make out, let's even zoom in more. Okay. Oh, it's almost too bright. Let's try this a little bit. Okay, here we go. Now you can make out, here's our object right in here, but it has plasma going around the front of it at this moment in this frame right here, as well as plasma streaking past it right here. So right in the center here is our object with plasma right here in the front of it, and then plasma streaking past it at the same time. So let me, that did not capture very well. But I think you guys can see what I'm saying. This little darker spot right here in the middle is where our object is. Here's plasma around the front of it, and then the plasma streaking past it. So we got two effects captured in one frame right here as this thing emerges. Okay, and then we'll back out of this again. Go back over to this side, and you can see as I back up a little bit, our corresponding shadow corresponds with this object right here. Okay, so here it is. This little dark patch is this little dark object right here. Okay, so put this back into motion for you guys and start that off. And this was just a single object event, pretty small. Again, I went over to Stereo A. Let's just do that while we're here. Let's go over to Stereo A real quick. Click on this little A down here. Pull up Stereo A, let it load up real quick. Because it was captured down here too. And the angle that this is going at, the trajectory that this object is traveling at, looks to go right in front of us and just below us. Again, this one looks even closer than the last event. So I think we're about to have like a 1-2 shot right across the bow here, and we're gonna see some results from this. I swear you guys, this crazy weather is exactly what's a result from this activity. So something else I saw here, just want to pause on it real quick. There was this little object that showed up here. Now, a lot of people argue this could be a reflection inside the camera, which it could be. But after yesterday's event where we had a UFO come right up to the sun and just do a U-turn and take off in a different direction and accelerate away, now I kind of look at these objects in a different view with, a little more skepticism now. This one has a strange shape to it. Maybe I'll even zoom in on it real quick for you guys just so you can see this odd shape that it has, like dog bone type, little bulbous here, little bulb there. The other reflections that we see are like two little corresponding stripes in a row that are, like inside the camera aperture, reflections in there, which it could be, but after, like I said, after yesterday's event, this odd shaped one, just a little odd, okay? But here, the direction that is coming off of Stereo A kind of corresponds with the other satellite, that this is coming in our direction. I went to the Enlil Spiral to see what direction they got it coming at, but there's no updates yet on that. But I can tell right now this thing is headed towards just in front of and just south of Earth, just like the last event. So hold on, folks. I think we're in for another bumpy ride here. I'll keep reporting on this stuff as we see it here. What else did I want to show? I think maybe that was about it. I can't remember the date. What was the date that happened? Just real quick. What was the date that happened on? I'm going to try something real quick here. Whoops. Shit, wrong move. My bad. Thank you for bearing with me. I have low-tech gear here, and I think I just blew it when I X'd out there. Maybe we can get it back. Just going to try to go to YouTube if I'm still signed in. Because I wanted to rehash that the Nibiru event that happened and find out what date it was, and then go back over to the instrument and look it up. So bear with me for just a second here as we go to my channel. I forgot the date that it happened on, so when I do my things, my reports, I always start off with the date so I can just go look it up. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Nibiru is back. That was 13 days ago.
Okay,
oh, there it is.
Telling you these
there it is, December 8th. All right, so let's go over to the instrument real quick and look up December 8th, because the instrument, that watching it on that video, it does not do it justice. And I'm going to see if I can capture one more time for you guys that are newcomers. For those of you who followed from Marv's channel, thank you for coming over. Where are we here? Let me get this going. My bad. All right, we're right back in there. So it was December 8th. And it was odd because I was doing a series of reports on the last time Nibiru was captured right before the Revelation 12 sign. There's the 10th. All right, we'll just go back a couple days. Previous day. Previous day. There's the 8th. All right, we'll let that one load up real quick. And I want you to watch down in here because this object, kind of looking like Nibiru, was captured pretty clearly here. More clearly on this side over here, really. So that's what we'll try to do, is focus over on the red side just a tad bit. And we'll make our adjustments now while it's going. And let's just see if we can capture this. Now, my camera doesn't capture the, or this live stream doesn't capture the motion very well. But we're going to try it anyway. And maybe I will freeze frame right here at the very end. So this object comes out and rips away all this plasma. All that plasma is gone now. Whatever this object is just took away all this chunk. So watch this chunk as this object emerges from it, and it rips all the plasma away from it, with it. So, and that was on the 8th. That was just, boom, right here. Here's our round object right here. Here's the plasma trailing off behind it. Here's even more plasma. This is the chunk of sun that it ripped off. Look how brightly glowing it is way out here. Let me see if I can back up a few frames so you guys can see this. I'll even bring in the magnifier some more. Let's just get up in this real quick. Watch how this ball emerges from the plasma. This plasma strips back over it as it emerges. Boom. One more time. So it's emerging from there right here. This plasma peels back over the face of it as it emerges. Right here, it's halfway over the top. Okay, do you guys see that? Maybe it helps when I do it one frame at a time. Alright, it looks like the camera picked that up pretty good this time. Okay, so this is the last event that I was talking about, and this one went just in front of and below the Earth, and caused quite some disturbances in the southern hemisphere. So I'm expecting this last little series that we just had might be heading in the same direction like that object just did. Okay, one more time. And you can just see how this ball right here here's plasma over the front face of it, but it's starting to come back. Here it is just on the front side of it. This is just the very opening front face of it. It peels away more on the sides and over the top. Peels away even more. This spheroid is it absorbs light. It doesn't reflect light, so it's dark. But when it's draped in plasma like that, that plasma paints it like an invisible table, like a tablecloth over an invisible table. So we'll just go back and forth through this a little bit. And if you want, I'll leave the link to this instrument over here, and you can come over here to the 8th and run it back and forth like I'm doing here, and look at it with your own eyes, or from the computer, with your own eyes on the computer, because this camera just does not do it justice. Hopefully it's capturing it a little bit as I run it back and forth, but this was a significant event, and it caused some pretty significant side effects on the Earth. And look at that plasma, still glowing white hot as it leaves the screen. And then one more time as we go back, just look at how this chunk of sun right here, this is like one of these spires that comes off that I talk about. And just watch how it glows, it intensifies and glowing. And then when this thing passes through it, it just takes all of it with it, just rips all of it away. Ooh. There it is. And now it's gone. So that was quite an event right there. Anyways, I just figured we'd revisit that one because that's the direction. It's this vicinity and stuff going in this direction, kind of towards the camera, in that zone right there that concerns me. So, and that's what we just had again here. So, all right. So that's it for tonight. Just wanted to do another solar report. Thank the people that came from Marfugel over here, and thank you for coming, and please share this with your friends, and like and share and subscribe, I guess, or whatever. But that's it for tonight. I love you all. I miss you all. God bless you all. And until my next video, bye.